I was really looking forward to reaching Inspector Gadget. I'm watching all of Disney's feature films chronologically and also dipping in and out of a couple of others. But for the most part, I'm watching them chronologically, and I finally reached Inspector Gadget. And I was looking forward to this for two reasons. One, I really like Matthew Broderick. And two, it seemed like a really fun concept. I have no relationship with Inspector Gadget as a character. I've never seen the TV series. Obviously, I'm aware of the basic premise, but I don't really have any relationship with the character. I had no expectations going into this. So I thought, well, it's going to work really well because I love Matthew Broderick and I don't have anything to compare it with. Unfortunately, I didn't particularly enjoy it. This was released in 1999. It's directed by David Kellogg and it's written by Cheri, Aaron and Zach Penn, and of course it stars Matthew Broderick as Inspector Gadget. We also have Rupert Everett, Jolie Fisher, Michelle Trachtenberg, Andy Dick, Mike Hagerty, and a really great cast, great performances. It is purely coincidental that I'm watching this a few days after Michelle Trachtenberg passed away. I just want to take a brief moment to acknowledge that. And as a film, it's not great, but I really like the character of Inspector Gadget. So I didn't love the story. There are some fun moments, not many, but a couple, and the character is definitely really likable. It's about a security guard who ends up becoming this guinea pig, this test subject for basically implanting gadgets into him to make the security guards and the police force more well-equipped. And he is the test subject, and I will be honest, some of the gadgets do look great. It does look, I don't want to say it looks very high-tech, but for 1999, there's definitely a lot going on here. We have some really fun special effects, and I think it's definitely very creative, and that part of it I did enjoy. I was always kind of keen to see what gadget they'd come up with next, or what Inspector Gadget would have to face, and yeah, I guess that was quite fun. The character, I really liked him. I really liked his personality. Matthew Broderick was brilliant. He gave a really great performance. I think for me, it is just the specifics of the narrative, the actual events of the story. I just didn't think were that interesting. They're not terrible in the sense that they're badly written or they don't make sense within the context of the narrative. Absolutely nothing like that. It is just quite simply not interesting. So I liked the character. I enjoyed the performance. But I didn't like what was actually happening surrounding the character. I didn't hate it, I just didn't find it very interesting. So it definitely wasn't as fun or as engaging or as funny as I wanted it to be. But I guess there are enough positives in there that I can say that I came away from it feeling happy that I'd finally seen it. Because it was one that was on my radar for a while. I never got round to it. I had the perfect excuse for watching it. And yeah, it wasn't an awful experience. But the story itself wasn't as engaging or as entertaining as I would have liked it to have been. But there were some fun aspects. Matthew Broderick was great. I really like the character of Inspector Gadget. Do I recommend it? If, like me, you have no relationship with the character, then I would say give it a go. I can't obviously say, well, if you're a fan of the TV series, check it out, because I have no idea if you're going to love it or hate it with that in mind. But obviously, if you're curious at all, check it out. It might be worth it. I would probably never watch it again. But as a one-time watch, I guess Inspector Gadget wasn't too bad.